Okay, so welcome to my channel. This video is the follow-up to my 20th high school reunion. I know it's been a minute. It's a little overdue, I should say. So anyways, it went great. I was super anxious. I parked. I walked into the venue. It was a really cool bar. And when I walked in, there was it looked like a cool living room area, fireplace, couches, lounge, and some plants, like huge ones that were covering where people were seated. So I saw one person from high school I recognized, and I heard a voice, not his, but somebody else's go, well, Austin Clayton. So that was pretty cool, because the person who said it is probably the most successful, if not the second most successful. I mean, he's probably the most successful of all of us. Written books, edited magazines, all of the things. But I got to reconnect with people that I was close with in high school, and people that I had just either been intimidated by or admired, or I don't know. There's nobody that was there that I was like, ugh, I hate this person, or I did not run into this person. None of that. Actually, two people didn't recognize me because it was my 20th. I'm not that old. My hair shouldn't be this gray. So a couple people didn't recognize me because I colored my hair because I started going gray at 15. So I started highlighting and then whatever coloring. So a couple people didn't recognize me until I smiled. I was like, and they're like, oh my God, that's who it is. One girl, Ariel, goes, I thought you were Alicia's husband. I did not want. So all my friends were like, no one's confusing you with the straight man. Ariel did. And so it went really well. A guy that I just thought was so cool in high school. We were in the same. I was in drama. He was in my class. He was a drama major. We both had Jeep Wranglers. On paper, both the same stereotypical white guy from Cincinnati, whatever. But we weren't close. We weren't even really friendly in high school. I mean, nothing, no discourse, but I don't know. I was intimidated because
in half of a mile, keep right onto I-265 East.
I'm not taking the freeway. So anyways, I was intimidated by him because he knew who he was. And that was just, to me, that was peak confidence. So I, not knowing who I was intimidated by him. And then I get to
keep right onto I-265 East.
I get to talk to him at the reunion. We exchange numbers. We take a photo. He sends me a very lengthy text in the nicest of ways, telling me that he wishes we had been closer in high school, and he had a list of people that he wished he had a closer relationship with, and maybe his life would have turned out a little differently. Not that his life turned out badly, but
make a legal U-turn ahead and then left turn.
I really regret
onto I-265
because I don't know how to tell it off. Okay. So maybe it doesn't think I'm gonna go. Anyways, he had a dream about me. He had a dream about me, and we have established a friendship now, and joked, I'm just going to call him Zach, my friend from high school, because even though it was 20 years later, and I told him, I said, I just was intimidated. I just thought you were so freaking cool and knew you were.
Proceed Proceed on Taylorsville Road.
That should be the last time it does that for literally 5 minutes. So anyways, it was really good. Weed is legal in Ohio, so that was interesting. The bar we were at, everyone was just smoking blunts, and it felt kind of like when I would hang out in LA. Sorry, I don't know which camera to look in. I'm on my way back from a housewarming party, driving my Prius, but my former car was a Volkswagen. I don't know why I'm telling you all this stuff. But if you're wondering if you should go to your 20th reunion, and let me preface this by saying I went to a performing arts high school. People were there for dance, drama, musical theater, instruments, whatever, and that's a little more niche and different, so all of us actually wanted to be there, and none of us peaked in high school, and that's why we were laughing, because if I knew how to edit and like post photos from my reunion, I would, to this channel, because none of us peaked. It's like we all had our glow up, like in our 20s, and we're currently having them. Granted, I need to put on some weight. I'm a little skinny, but I'd rather be at my 20th reunion too skinny than too big. I can tell you that. And I'm not body shaming. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just telling you for me. Me. We're talking about me. It's all about me in this video, about my 20th reunion. But it was really, really good. Man, I couldn't believe how positive of an experience it was. Other than at the end, it wasn't positive, but like the area we had the reunion at, the bar it was at, is a very bougie area now, but like not. Like it skirts fancy schmance that's gentrified with like urban, if you will, downtown. And I lived there when it was like neighbor was a crack dealer in the Section 8. My dad owned the rest of the block. Like, no big deal. Like, I'm used to that. But when I left this establishment, the bouncer and security told me and another person to literally Uber. Like, don't turn left, don't turn right. I'm like, it's not that bad. And it did feel a little like, after that, the energy for me was off. And, you know, it's my 20th reunion, so if you saw my video beforehand, I was in a nice button down, had a little bracelet, and which, by the way, that fake, I would never pay $7,000. A real one, if a man wants to buy me out of love, yes, but that was an impulse buy that I was like, you know what, they're cute, got me a little DHgate special, and I wore it on dates, and that's a great observation to see if people call it out and notice it. Those are the guys that are into material items. But then I also thought it's going to make people think I am. Anyways, I thought they were cute. But for my reunion, you know, popped that on. Had my Louis Vuitton loafers. That was authentic. Bought for my first sobriety anniversary, because I thought all the money I would spend on booze the first year of sobriety, I treated myself on that anniversary to a pair of the Arizona moccasin loafers. And I'm only giving you all this detail because when you leave a bar and you're told it's sketch in a bad area, and you're wearing a Cartier Love bracelet and some Louis Vuitton loafers, honey, I started to run. I was on the phone with my buddy Roger, almost out of breath, to my car, Toyota Prius. Like, I look like such an easy target. Like, look at me. Like, you can overpower me any day of the week. But I don't know, I miss Cincinnati. It made me miss Cincinnati. And for 3 hours, I was 17 again. That was the hardest part. Realizing I'm not. So, hope everybody has a great weekend, day, evening, whatever it is for you. Any video ideas? Give me ideas or suggestions. I'm almost home. I thought I'd record this on my drive. So I'll watch it back. And I know I say a lot and like, so just bear with me. I'm going to try to keep up this schedule. So I'll talk to you guys later.